So when choosing a bass guitar, you'll see there's loads of different designs, loads of different models, and the more observant of you may have noticed that some of them even have more strings of what you normally associate with bass guitar. So for example, this is your classic 4-string, and this is a 5-string. Now there are a few advantages and a few disadvantages of a 5 over 4, so let's have a look into that. So a 5-string, having that extra string, more often than not is a low string, so it's a low B string. So one of the cool things about that is you've got an extended range instrument, which effectively means, if you look, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, when you consider it open, extra low notes. That's really useful with a lot of contemporary music. So if you're playing kind of R&B, soul, gospel, and even sort of heavy metal and certain types of rock music, having those low extra notes, that E flat, that D flat, really come in handy, because if you had a 4-string, you'd have to effectively change the tuning of your bass, which can become a little bit tricky. Another thing that's really cool about it in terms of advantages is the 5th fret on a 5-string is the same as the open E string on a 4-string. So your lowest note is now here. That means that you can play parts that would be suitable on a 4-string, but you can play them in a mid-range part of the instrument. So if you're on a gig, or if you've got small hands, there's lots of reasons why that might be desirable. It just makes it a little bit easier. Negatives, if you're just getting into the bass guitar, it's a lot more information to process because you've got that extra string, but also they tend to have much wider, fatter necks. So if you have got smaller hands, it is going to take a little bit more getting used to some of those stretches, as you can see.